guess this video will be about things that we see, that we have seen or experienced in the house. First, I'll start with about 3 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago. Around the holidays, at Thanksgiving especially, I make a big dinner because we have no relatives that live around here. There's no one to come here, with us for Thanksgiving, and there's no place for us to go. So I do everything, soup to nuts, a lot of it from scratch. For instance, I make 7 pies, and I make them all from scratch about 2 days before Thanksgiving. And then the day before Thanksgiving, I made homemade rolls for the dinner and cinnamon buns for the breakfast of Thanksgiving Day. And I get a fresh turkey rather than a frozen turkey, and then I never have to worry about if it's thawed properly or not. And the only thing I don't do from scratch is I don't do like cranberry sauce from scratch or gravy from scratch, but I do mashed potatoes, butternut squash. I have this thing I make. My sister's always made carrots and turnips mixed together. So anyway, I make a big dinner. So the big thing is the pies. That takes a whole day to make 7 pies. Pies are, they're a tricky thing. It took me years to come up with a recipe that I was happy with, that I felt was flavorful and flaky. And everything with pies have to be cold. You have to work quickly. If you handle the dough too much, the crust becomes rubbery. So it's a whole precise thing. And I make 2 apple and 2 chocolate pudding and mincemeat cherry, so on. And every year, I buy something. Like I bought this thing so I don't have to worry about lattice work on the cherry pie. I just press this thing down in the dough and it cuts little holes out. And I made a couple of videos last year of just very short videos of my pies and some of my pies and buns, if you want to look at them. Anyway, so about 3 years ago, I'm making these pies, and by the time I start with, I guess the apple and the chocolate cream and so on, and by the time I get to the cherry pie, the last one, I'm almost like falling asleep while it's baking in the oven. But I've been doing this like all day, all morning, and at the end of the day, and one of my sons, the one, he doesn't live here anymore, but the oldest son, Benjamin, that he's 18 now, he's going to be 19 in a few months, he is a little psychic too. I mentioned that my husband's a little psychic. Well, he's a little psychic. He's seen things in the past. So if I have a question about something, I'm calling him, because if there's something to be felt or seen, he's probably pretty likely he's going to see or feel it. So I'm sitting on the couch. I'm exhausted. I think my last pie's in the oven. And all of a sudden, I see this smoke in this corner of the house. Okay, that corner right there. I look up in that corner and I see smoke, like something's on fire smoke, just in that corner. Really, really odd. And I didn't really smell smoke. I just saw smoke in the corner. So I called my son and I said, "Will you look over there in that corner? To me, it looks like smoke." He said, "I don't see any smoke, but I got a bad feeling about that corner. There is something up in that corner that is not happy to be here or with what's going on or something." So that happened. That was odd. So I have no conclusion for that. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was made too many pies that day and it wasn't happy. I don't know, but something up in that corner was coming through and it wasn't happy with what I had been doing that day. Sometimes we see black things, which, yeah, it freaks me out. Black things. Black things are not a good thing. Last year, I had 2 in high school. I have 2 in high school again this year, but I have 2 different ones in high school that I had last year. But last year, the 2 sons that were in high school, I'm coming down the stairs. Would be my routine, wake them up and get them to go into high school. And as I go down the stairs, I see something come around the corner, come up the stairs, and then it's like it sees me and it darts back and goes back around the corner. And it looked like a small black dog, like a shaggy dog. But I'm thinking, do my sons, are they hiding a dog? And I don't know, because we don't have any pets. We don't want to have any pets. Have enough to deal with. But it looked like a dog, but not with the things that would go with a dog. If you saw a dog, it would, if it was running up the stairs, it would thump up the stairs. There was no thumping. There would be smells. There would be noise, panting, maybe a little bark or something. Nothing. It just went on the stairs, saw me, and went back around the stairs. The other day, I'm talking to my husband, and I'm sitting at the kitchen. We have benches instead of chairs. And I'm sitting on one of the benches, and I'm talking to him about something. He says, I just saw a black thing swoop down from the ceiling behind you, from the other corner of the ceiling. I just saw a black thing swoop down, and just like it's about the size of a bird. It swept down and like disappeared. I said, okay. What do you say? I mean, what do you do? What can you do? There's nothing to do about it. But so those are the kind of things that we see often. And then we have the printers that go off on and off that I've talked about. And so anyway, if you know what a black, weird, fuzzy thing is, you can comment below. I'm not sure what that is. Or a black swoopy thing the size of a bird. I don't know what it is, but and that black smoke, that was really weird. Don't know what that black smoke was all about, but it wasn't happy. Anyway, have a good day.